What's up,
What's up,
guys?
guys? We're Ancient Critics Podcast. In this video, we are reacting to why Japanese swords are so expensive.
So expensive.
So expensive.
So expensive. All right.
As we watch this video, we've just researched a bunch about samurai and we know about them. So we're gonna just enlighten you with
Facts.
some
Fun
facts
facts.
about the samurai.
All right. Let's go.
So in this, he's making their sword, the katana.
Japanese sword
They would actually
making is a tradition that goes back centuries. And what
Like a smaller one and a bigger one, so then they could just have two.
And some of them weren't actually like just swords. Like some of them were archers. They were like
Some samurai were.
yeah. Some samurai used bows and
Yeah.
arrows instead of their katana.
Like in that movie, The Last Samurai. They were just like riding horses, shooting. It's cool.
one that's carried on to this day. Each sword requires dedication, skill, and can take over 18 months to create.
18 months.
The resulting blades can be worth thousands of dollars.
To make a sword.
So what makes them so expensive?
I mean, they're supposed to be like really sharp, right? Like I read if you just like drop a piece of paper on it, it'll just like.
Yeah, I heard that
その
too.
世界中に、まあ、
Just like
鉄器
no
と
force
鉄器
on
があ
it.
っ
Just
て
like cut it right.
ナイフ刀剣の文化はあ
I
る
don't
わ
want
け
to
です
see him like test it.
ですがこの、
Yeah. We can react
鉄
to
を入れ
that
た
next.
その鋼を
For
き
sure.
れいに磨き上げてその鉄を鑑賞するという文化があるのは日本独自のものなんですね。
Master Akihira has been making swords for 21 years. He was inspired by a sword crafted by the legendary 13th century swordsmith Masamune, and after a 5-year apprenticeship and years of training, he became one of the 180 swordsmiths working across Japan.
There's only 180.
Japanese swords have always been more than just weapons. They were artworks, status symbols,
Yeah.
and throughout history...
Yeah, they all have like their own special design. Like,
Yeah.
they're all different from each other.
And it depends on like which swordsmith you get it from.
Yeah.
So like if they would have like their crest or something on it, you would know which swordsmith, or even just how they like designed it, because each one was like a little different. It's like pieces of art and culture for the Japanese people.
Yeah. Samurais. Yeah.
held a huge spiritual importance.
その日本では古くからですねこのように美しく磨き上げられた刀身鋼には魔を打ち払う力があると信じられてきたんです。そういうようなものを打ち払う力が刀にあると考えて刀を非常に大切にしたし
Evil spirits or stuff.
Yeah. There is like a religious thing,
Okay.
probably. Like, you know, in Thai, where they have the string around their house to keep spirits out. Maybe the sword was something like that.
I feel like their swords aren't just like swords. You know, like in Europe, it's just like it's a sword. You use it as a sword. You just
Yeah.
so. But I feel like for them, it's just like pieces of art. And like Europe would also have that. They would have like fancy ones.
Yeah.
But these are like I feel like more symbolic for the samurai or the people.
Yeah.
それを身につけることによってよこしまなものから身を守ろうとしたんです。決してこれがね戦いの道具として日本人と共にあったというわけではないんですよ。現在では確かに美術品として我々刀鍛冶は作っているわけですけども、やはり非常によく切れるように作られていますし、もしいざという時があるならば、武士が命を懸けられるだけのものに私は作っているつもりですから。
What was that code they would call? Where they like stab themselves?
今の現代
I
の
forgot.
私
We
たち
talked
の
about it in our
刀
podcast.
It was like, sabu.
I could look it up.
Okay. Like, while Ezra's looking up something, the armor was both functional. It was protected you from like arrows and stuff, but it also the samurai armor was also just fashion. Like they wear it around because it looks like cool, which is like kind of interesting.
Okay, so here it says it was ritual suicide called harakiri, seppuku, or harakiri, and they just like stab themselves in the gut.
Yeah, but they used a special dagger called a tanto, which
Okay,
is
so
like
they
a
wouldn't
short
use their
dagger.
So they wouldn't use their swords.
No,
They
no,
just
no,
have
no.
like a
Yeah.
dagger. Yeah, I feel like that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. Something
I
small
don't know.
and
It's the
easy.
whole thing sounds pretty hard,
Yeah.
but I don't know. For honor, that's it. We talked about in our podcast. So it says they would wear a white kimono, symbolizing purity.
Mm.
They get the dagger and then plunge the blade into their left side of their abdomen and then cut right.
That would hurt so bad though.
And if possible, upward. It's like up. Oh. It symbolizes courage and willingness to endure pain. So I guess instead of just like doing the normal thing, if they would get like
Yeah.
hanged or something, instead they would request for this ritual suicide. It was used to restore honor. They were also sometimes ordered to do it if it was like a punishment.
Also,
They were
if
ordered to
their
do
like
that.
master died, they'd sometimes do it with them, like
Okay.
for loyalty,
It's
like
like
an act
to
of
show their
loyalty.
loyalty to their master.
Yeah.
They would just like die. Man, that's crazy. Just like the amount of like honor and just things they actually valued back then compared to now. It's just
Yeah.
different.
刀を作っている理由というのもやはり絵を楽しまれる、絵を鑑賞して楽しまれる方がいるように、刀をコレクションして楽しまれる方がいるんです。
Yeah, they're like thousands of dollars. So
Yeah.
you'd have like $20,000 of swords for like 5 swords.
I mean, it's a
like,
cool collection. I guess if you're like super rich.
Yeah, I guess so.
そういう方のため
Like
に
you,
作ること
like
も
that
あ
would
る
just
し、
yeah, cool. Swords.
Yeah, like a wall of just swords. That'd be
Yeah.
so cool.
あるいは、子供ができた、あるいはお孫さんができた、娘がお嫁に行く、そういった場合のお守り刀として作ってほしいということで、こうやって刀を。
Each sword is a unique artwork, and one that is made to be admired as you would a painting. As sheets of steel are folded into each other again and again, wood grain-like patterns form, and these patterns, coupled with the skill of the swordmaster, create a completely unique blade.
So he's just holding it in on himself to make it even stronger and just.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That's
Like,
why they're just so like.
They're such a good sword, and they're like,
Famous, just strong, they're powerful, sharp.
yeah,
Have all this symbolism and artwork.
yeah.
なぜこうやって姿を見るかというと、私たち刀の仕事をしている人間、あるいは刀の好きな人間からすると、
Yeah,
まず刀の姿を見ると、古い刀であれば、
Instead, it makes it look like
その
kind of
刀
like
が
wood, like it's like wavy.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
作られ
That's
た
really
時代が分かりますし、現代のものであればその作家がどういう時代のものを狙って作ったかなという
Yeah.
作為が分かります。
I think learning to make a katana would be like so cool.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Like just blacksmithing. We should
Yeah,
have
like
blacksmithing
blacksmithing.
elective.
Yeah.
Like one of my friends in America, he would do it.
Really?
He just had this like anvil and a furnace in his garage, and he like made us a knife.
Wow.
Like in just like an hour. It
Really?
wasn't sharp because he didn't have time, but it was cool.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Knowing what to look for in each sword is
That's right.
important. Characteristics
We
like
need
the
another
angle
elective.
and length of the blade,
Right?
or the way the metal is folded, could give away the era in which it was made, and even who made it.
Okay.
切っ先の部分というのが、
So just like see just how it was made,
Yeah.
tell who made it, how it was made, where it was made.
Like I guess it makes sense because like as you go into history, they like find better new ways to make it.
Or just
So,
it's the artist or the blacksmith person. They probably each have their own
Yeah,
unique way of making
yeah.
it. How many folds they do or stuff like that.
いろんな直線曲線が集まる場所でもあって、ここは刀鍛冶の腕の見せ所でもあるし、その刀を研いだ研ぎ師さんの腕の見せ所でもあります。だから僕らはこういうところを見て、あ、この刀鍛冶はうまいなとか、あるいはこの研ぎ師さんはうまいななんてことを思うわけです。またこの、そうですね、刃縁、
Oh yeah, they have those waves at the edge. That's like so cool.
Yeah, I feel like that'd just be crazy to sell that.
Yeah.
You spent a year and a half making it, and then you just sell it. Like, I don't know. That's just kind of crazy to me.
I mean, if it's your job, you're gonna have a bunch of
I mean, yeah,
katanas. But I wouldn't sell it if I just made one. Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
この白い刃文の上の方、この境目のあたりにはですね、そうですね、まるでこう星を散らしたような こうキラキラした粒が見えてくると思うんです。
Just so much respect
Looking
to
at the
the
months
sword.
of work that
Just all
go
the
into
hard work
creating.
gone into it, because it's like it just shows all the what they actually put into it to actually get that.
Like, yeah, I wonder how. It's probably not expensive to like get the materials to make the sword, but then actually selling it, because like it takes 8 months to
Is it a
make
year?
it.
It's like a year.
A
18,
year?
18 months.
18 months. Yeah, it's
A year and a half.
crazy.
Creating each blade, it's easy to see why these swords command such a high price.
I want to actually see
And
how
as there are
much
less
one is. We can
Yeah,
take
yeah.
this.
Let's look it up.
I think he said $1,000 at the beginning, but
Around 1,000, with probably more.
well, it depends on who you're
Yeah,
getting it
yeah,
from.
yeah.
Alright, so a replica is 50 to 300, but then an actual hand forged one is 300 to 3,000.
Oh gosh.
And then a high end one, like probably from this guy,
Yeah,
it's gonna be 3,000 to 25,000.
like a traditional one.
Oh, and
And
then
then
historical ones, the like
antiques.
antiques from like history,
$10,000 to millions.
$10,000 to million. Okay, so
That's
like
kind of crazy.
you can just get the cheap ones, you know, for
Yeah,
$50. But those are just the normal. They're not actually forged. They're just made in factory probably.
yeah.
And then one
Modern.
for collection, 300 to 3,000. So that's probably around this range.
Yeah,
This guy might be selling them a little more because he's been doing it for a long time.
yeah. 20 years.
He's probably like a famous
Yeah.
maker.
less and less sword masters across Japan, these works of art.
And they're getting like less people are making like swords, like katanas nowadays.
Yeah. So it'd probably be rare to
Yeah,
get one this like well crafted,
yeah,
new. That'd be
only
cool
going
though
to
to have
become
a katana.
yeah.
Just like pass it down.
Yeah, yeah. Generation, like a
'Cause
generation.
it's gonna last like forever.
Yeah.
It's cool.
more valuable.
作品として常に最高のものを作らなくてはいけないという責任感と
And the thing about making like katanas, it's like a fun job. I'd want to make like
You're just making like
yeah.
swords.
You're
all day.
making
That's
swords
cool.
all day, like for your whole life. That's such a cool job.
使命感のようなものがあります。それは一つには僕のプライドをかけて常にいいものを作らなくてはいけないという気持ちです。その中にはですね、僕の刀を持つ人に喜んでもらいたいということもあるけれど、もう一つは
Just folding the metal in on itself. All that time.
Yeah, but
Making it
like,
like the best sword.
if you get good at it and you get like experience, like I don't know, I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1000年経ってその1000年後の人が僕の刀を見た時にいい作品
Okay. So it's folded like 10 to 15 times. The sheet is folded in itself, flattened out, folded in, flattened out, folded in.
That's crazy.
So that's what he's doing here. It's
Hours,
just that block. He's just going to keep folding it in.
10 to 15 times.
And that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
作品だなと言ってくれるんですけど、そういうものを作りたい。
Alright guys, thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please subscribe and watch our other videos to learn about history.
History stuff. Yeah.
If Sam makes this shot, you have to subscribe.
Yeah. All right. Actually good.
It won't.
What if it actually is?
Did you see the thumbnail?
It's just
You're dying, yeah.
nuts. Oh my gosh.
Alright guys, with the new movie out.
Yeah, we're not.